And we're recording. Hooray.
All right, the classic, one of the more classic matchups, Marshall versus Fons in losers finals of Tales of Jank.
And
this is going to be good.
The history between these guys is deep and storied and mostly in favor of Marshall.
Yeah, mostly. He's completely correct. They've practiced together. They've teamed together. They both hang out around Madison. And honestly, Fons has gotten some great wins on Marshall, but the set count is heavily in Marshall's favor.
Yeah, this is actually kind of the reverse of the Great Michigan matchup between Ally and Zanotto, where Ally typically has a gigantic lead over Zanotto, Mario versus Diddy Kong. In this case, Diddy Kong has the big advantage. Marshall typically takes names, but Fons, after his sort of explosion of skill learning and meta developing, has really sort of made this a toss-up match.
Yeah, like you see the matchup and we see the record, and it looks like Super Marshall favor, but every single time they play, it could go either way. They know each other.
And luckily for Marshall, he was able to take enough damage to get away from that lunch money taking range. Like, he was about to get bullied, about to have to hand over some coins, but was not in range, and actually eats a late back air there and finds himself in a disadvantaged state. No, but he turns it around just like that.
Yeah, Marshall's not getting these up airs off of up throw. He's probably going to start throwing them off stage from now on. Oh, that's something you get from knowing each other.
But Marshall's still going to live. No, he gets just the soft nair.
Yeah.
And the taunt. I'm loving how Fons is just rolling through this.
Man, that ledge nair is just something you get from knowing each other. He read the empty hop, air dodge, and a grab.
Uh-oh. Marshall's about to be in a similarly bad spot.
Yeah.
But is able to jump and monkey flip out of danger and secure the stock on Fons.
Just run up smash. This is game one, and they're already calling out their jumps.
Yeah, that you only get that from people that know each other so well that, you know, usually you'd have to wait till like game 4 or 5 if it's fresh faces, but in this case they're like, no, I have a great feeling that you're probably going to do this because I've played you about 50, 60 times before.
Whoa, okay, that's different. Walk up jab after the banana throw. It's good damage. A little bit more damage than just like a down tilt.
Oh, wow, great power shield to grab there. Fons trying to land right on top of Marshall and get some sort of offense brewing, but...
Okay, combo breaker up air. Fons' perfect pivot up tilt combo isn't going to connect.
No, but Fons was looking for that down angled forward smash, would have sent Marshall straight off stage and set up another edge guard, which is how he took stock 1.
Oh, the Z drop back air. That was cute. Oh, he had banana. He couldn't do anything with the trump. Now.
Man, that'll do it.
Fons was trying to play so safe. He didn't want to throw anything out. Just banana in hand. It's a very impressive style. If you have banana in hand, Diddy's running around and shielding at 70%. It's like, what's Mario going to do? Grab?
We've been throwing that word around a lot so far in this top 8, and that's oppressive. But really, like, that's the kind of play style that Marshall has. Like,
yeah.
if he has you figured out and he's feeling it, like, he really just pounds you into the dirt. And not with big flashy moves, just with consistent pressure, consistent call-outs, and consistent kill options.
It's really a characteristic of Marshall because he's not the type of player that makes you feel super desperate in the sense like a player waiting with a lead will, but he will always like just be in your face and make you feel like everything's happening. There's so many hitboxes being thrown. He makes you think that there's nothing you can do versus making you think, well, everything I do was losing.
Right.
And now, even now, with this advantage, Fons at 71%. But, perfect move up tilt is so sick.
Yeah, and to kind of attach to what you were saying, it's really not like if you're facing off against Zanotto, you feel like pretty much like, man, I can't do anything.
Yeah.
Whereas against Marshall, it's just like I feel like I can do stuff, I'm just not able to because Marshall shuts it all down.
That's a great description of Marshall right there. But, that monkey flip.
That was danger. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
I have no idea how he got out of that, but that down tilt F smash almost didn't even look like it was going to connect, but it does. Kills mid%. That's great.
And Marshall throwing out these dash dances. Yes, it's a thing.
Yeah, he does it a lot. Marshall's ground movement's been pretty good between foxtrots and dash dances. Wow, a lot of patience just standing there.
Fons has got to find a way to take this stock, otherwise he's going to be getting damage built on him and put himself in a big hole. If he, great tech in, leads into a forward smash, just really smartly. A lot of people like to tech out to try and escape, but he ends up teching in and takes a stock for it. Only 40%, he's in a good spot.
And that's a mix-up, really. When you tech in like that, you usually want to tech out because Mario looks like he can dash up smash, and that's what the most of them will do. But at this point in the game, hey, you can throw out that mix-up, get the up smash on the tech in instead.
Tell you what, though, Fons is having a lot of trouble getting in on Marshall. Like, all the stuff he's gotten is off of, like the one time per stock that he's really been able to get a punish opportunity. Everything else, Marshall has just been shutting down all of his cross-ups, all of his mix-up, and all of his approaches.
Oh, I've seen Fons win a set off of Marshall with that read, except with F smash. He didn't have the spacing this time, but down smash gets him the percent's
equal, and now we're going to go DBZ retreating to their own corners. I definitely thought he was in special fall for a second there.
Definitely, same thing. I was like, oh no, is that it?
Because he air dodged, so he had like that monkey flopping around. And again, they hit each other away and rush back in.
Ooh, the up tilt, not going to do it.
Up tilt! No, that one isn't going to. Oh my gosh, that's so close. Such a great kill option. Marshall kind of the pioneer of everyone starting to use that option.
He really was. He really was that pioneer for it.
No one will give him credit for it, but everybody knows that's close to him because he tells everybody that'll listen.
Good beefy up B there. Just wait. Oh, the foot.
Not able to capitalize, but that footstool could have spelled the end, and no tech.
Even if he got the tech, Marshall had his double jump, and Marshall would probably likely fast fall and then do an aerial wherever he went. So he had the options covered with that scenario.
It was likely, but the no tech certainly sealed it.
Yeah, no tech sealed it. Maybe standing tech would have. He maybe had the frame.
Yeah, tech in place because he would have gone through the bear and maybe been able to act or get a shield up, something like that.
Yeah. But now Marshall up 2-0. These games have been so close, but again, no, he's doing. This is just the tilt, Marshall. This is the matchup Marshall hates the most.
And it's interesting because there's almost no Wisconsin Roses. There's we saw Zolda actually deep cuts right here. We've seen Z2G throw a losers finals and use Rosa just so Marshall has a little bit of matchup experience to go up against Zolda's Rosa.
Yo, man, I took a game. That was serious.
It was not serious.
Either way, the originator was playing Knight. Knight from Chicago, back when GGA was his sponsor.
When they had the 4 horsemen.
Yeah, and playing Knight's Rosa and seeing all the kind of gross things she can do, and that practice with JJ didn't help Marshall's case at all. Really kind of started the Rosalina hate. Now Otis has a Rosa. I played Rosa against him. Zolda has played Rosa against him, and all of these have taken games. Even Spencer, he was here today, our Nest main, random Rosalina, taking games off Marshall.
And it's not even a tech thing. It's a mental thing.
But in this case, Fons' Rosa not doing badly necessarily, but not doing
his Mario would have been a better choice because he wasn't losing by a lot.
Oh, the taunt. I think Fons is kind of...
He's checked out.
Yeah.
He knows that he's got nothing.
That killed Luma on one side B. Honestly, whenever there's a Rosa on the field, Marshall's goal is just get rid of Luma.
I mean, and that's not a bad goal.
No, it's not.
Because that's a very viable and very effective strategy.
I'm just watching their faces too, because they just both know that this is ridiculous.
Luma appearing out of nowhere, almost taking care of Marshall.
The Rosa killer.
Oh.
They're both laughing. They're both laughing it off. It's okay. It's okay. That was Losers Finals 3-0. We're going to get Yeti back in play.
All right.
But
so before we